Hey guys, Grady here, and I'm doing a review on the Wonder Twins and Gleek. I'm a little reluctant to do this review because I'm not a fan of the character. I would really like to trade this figure, but the stats for the figure, they're really good for their point cost. For 111 points, you know, they're pretty steady. I'll just kind of flip through. They have toughness and shape change, and eventually toughness turns into willpower, and shape change turns into perplex. So I'll just kind of flip through. I'm not going to go into too much detail because their powers and their stats are kind of bleh. So they have 9 attack the whole time, which is decent. 9 attack isn't awesome, but it's not bad. And having it the whole dial is not bad. And then we have Gleek, who I'll get into after. He is an LE, so you have to win him through some prize support. And it's not going to take me a long time. Obviously, it just didn't take me a long time to go through their stats. I just flipped through them. But what does is their special power. They have traits. Once during your turn, it's called Wonder Twin Power Activate. Once during your turn, for each Wonder Twin, you may choose one form listed below. This character can use the powers and possess the combat abilities associated with those forms until the next time you choose forms. So, he's a little more support-ish on his powers, and she's a little more combat associated. Gleek on the duo has nothing to do with the figure. Zan, that's Zan and Jaina, for those of you who don't know. Zan can choose Glacier, which is Barrier, gives him Barrier. Waterfall gives him Phase Teleport. Mist gives him Smoke Cloud. Ice Cage is Incapacitate. And Bucket of Water is once during your turn, if none are on the map, you may place a Bucket of Water special object adjacent to the Wonder Twins as a free action. Now, the Bucket of Water is also prize support, but you can print them out and use them as little pogs. I'm sure your venue would let you. And this is the Bucket of Water. Just a little bucket of water. That's all. Just a bucket of water. And basically, what it does, it's a light object, costs 0 points to have on your force. When not carried, a square containing this object is not considered hindering terrain because of this object. It is considered water terrain instead, which can come in handy, but I'm not sure how often it will. And for Jaina, you get to pick animals instead of something made of water. Jaina is a rhino. She can use charge and quake. A giraffe, she gets the giant symbol, which means you get all the powers associated with being a giant, the ability to break away easier, and the ability to carry if you have 0 action tokens, and a range value of 4 along with that giant. Gorilla gives you plasticity and leap climb, and Eagle gives you flight symbol and Blades, Claws, Fangs, so you get everything associated with flight since it's the symbol, not the ability to fly. So that means you can carry people and you avoid all the terrain and stuff like that. And then that's about it for them. I mean, from what I've heard, they play pretty well. I just don't really want to play them. Now, for Gleek, he's kind of worthless. And I'm not sure how often, if I'll ever see him played. You know, he's not got good stats in the slightest. It's something you'd see from Hyper Time or something. He's 21 points of basically just Perplex. He's got Leap Climb and Combat Reflexes, but you know, he's going to die. That's what, I mean, and you kind of want him to die at some point. Because he has a trait called, What's the Monkey Doing Here? I'm So Confused. Unless you control a character named Wonder Twins at the beginning of each opponent's turn, that opponent may modify a single combat value of any character by plus or minus 1 until the end of the turn. Which basically gives them a free Perplex. And that's, you know, for 21 points, you're getting a cheap Perplex, but you're giving them a free Perplex. So you're only going to play Gleek with these two. And if these two die, you know, that means Gleek is doing nothing but helping them. And, you know, you're getting a Perplex, but still, you're helping them. So Gleek isn't so good. The Wonder Twins are pretty nice for their versatility. That's really all I got to say about these figs. I mean, try them for yourself. Tell me what you think about them. I'm going to try them here soon, and hopefully they'll sway me, and maybe I'll want to keep them. So, try it, leave a comment, all that, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Play on, guys.